Good morning, children. Right, I'm going to give you the answers to the worksheet that I had sent. Okay, on the 24th, I think I had sent you a worksheet. Related to that, I'm giving you the answers. I had asked you not to do the first question. We are starting with the second question. I'll read the question also, and then accordingly I'll explain and we will do the answers. Right. The question says, it is given that OA and OX are opposite rays. C, D, E are points outside of line AX and on the same side of it. Now let us do that. Opposite rays means that we just start with the first one, that is with part 1. Okay. First, let me start with part 1. But when we talk about opposite rays means that we are drawing a straight line, right, with the point here as O. So this point will be the opposite rays. Point this is A and this point is X. Now, when it is said that OA and OX are opposite rays, so we got OA and OX as opposite rays. O is the center. Points C, D, E are points outside of the line AX. Outside means it may be here or it may be here. Now we are going to take it on one side, that is on top. So let us mark the points C, D and E. So I will mark the points, this point as C, one point as D and the other point as E. You could have marked it in any manner. Right. Now if I say that starting with point 1, okay, number 1, angle COA. To get angle COA, I have to join the points OC must be joined. So I join the point OC. Now if I join the point OC, I will get two angles on the line AOX. Now let us take the angle COA. Now this is angle COA and COX. COX. This will be angle COX. Now the question here is, do the following pairs of angles form a linear pair? Now, are these two angles forming a linear pair? Is COA and COX forming a linear pair? For a linear pair, they must be adjacent. They are adjacent, common arm. The other two arms should be on either side of the common arm. This is also satisfied here. So we say, therefore, angle COA and angle COX form a linear pair. Okay. Now let us go to question number 2, part 2. In this also, we know that the line given, I'm going to draw it with a black pen only, it will be more visible to you. We have a straight line which is giving us two rays, ray A, O and A, O, X. They are the two rays. Points C, D and E are out of this, okay, outside the line AX, but on the same side. Now the second angle given is COA. COA means I have to join these two points. Join point C and O, you will get angle COA. OA. The other angle is angle COD. COD. So that means I need to join these two line points, that is O and D. This will give me the angle COD. Now this is COD. Right? They are the two angles that have been formed here. Right. Now, are these two angles AOC and COD forming a linear pair? They are adjacent angles. The other two sides, a common arm here, uncommon arms are on both the sides. But are the two arms on opposite sides? No. So, if they are not on opposite sides, then we say since OA and this is ray OA, or line OA, and OD are not opposite rays. Are not opposite rays. Therefore, angle COA and angle COD are not a linear pair. They are not a linear pair. Okay? That was number 3. 2. So now we go on to number 3. In number 3 also, again we will draw the lines. First, the line AX. This is the line AX. Okay. Center point of it is O. The 3 points given C, D, and E are here. Now we are going to take angle COX. That means I have to join these two. This is angle COX. Right? This is my angle COX. And angle COE. Now COE is this one. So let's join these two lines. Okay. Now the given angle here, one angle is COX and the other angle is COE. That means this angle. Now look at these two angles. You will see that angle COE is inside angle COX. The common arm is CO and the uncommon arms are OE and OX. Now OE and OX are on the same side of the common arm. So they are not adjacent angles. Since they are not adjacent angles, at the same time, ray CO and OX are not opposite rays. Opposite rays means it's like this. Or they do not form a straight line. So here, since they do not form a straight line, we say that they are not a linear pair. Since CO, that is the line CO, and OE, sorry, not OE, line OX do not form a straight line. Therefore, angle COX X and angle COE are not a linear pair. Are not a linear pair. Right. The next part of the question was, what is the most important point for two angles to be a linear pair? Now, the most important point for two adjacent angles to be a linear pair is that the two angles must be on a straight line. Okay? Or the arms of the angles must be in opposite directions. Next question, that is question number 3. We had done 2, now question number 3. Do adjacent angles always form a linear pair? Explain with suitable illustrations. What are the two factors that make you decide whether a pair of adjacent angles form a linear pair? Right. What are adjacent angles? Adjacent angles are angles next to each other. I'll take one example of adjacent angles. Let's take this again as A, B, and the center point as O. Okay? One point outside it, that is C. Joining these 2 points, I get a line OC. Now, angle AOC and angle COB are adjacent angles. Why they are adjacent angles? They have the same vertex, they have a common arm, and the other 2 arms are on the opposite sides of the common arm. Okay? Give you another example. This is your, let's give you an figure number A. Now I will draw figure number B. Okay. This is figure number B. Now we have the angles. Let's take this as A, B, C, and D. ABD and DBC are next to each other. Okay? BD is the common arm. BA and BC are the other 2 arms on either side of the common arm. So, in this case also, this is figure number B. They are adjacent angles. Let me name the angles A, B. So, I say in figure A, angle A and angle B are adjacent angles. They are adjacent angles. Now in this, let's mark it as C and D. Now in figure B, angle C and angle D are adjacent angles. Right? Now, if you look at the figure A and figure B, of these 2 figures, which figure will be a linear pair? In this, we say that figure A forms a linear pair. Right? Figure A, adjacent angles are there. Figure B also, adjacent angles are there. But figure A forms a linear pair. Figure B does not form a linear pair. Now, why is it that A forms a linear pair? Now, for that, what are the two factors that make you decide whether a pair of adjacent angles form a linear pair? Now, the two factors that makes us decide whether they are a linear pair or not are, the first factor will be they should be angles must be adjacent angles. Okay, they must be adjacent angles. And part 2 says angles must be on a straight line. Angles must be on a straight line. This is a straight line. Then only you will get a linear pair. This is a straight line. So both the angles are on the straight line. So this is a linear pair. So these are the two factors for it. Now let us go to the next question. That is question number 4. Answer the following questions related to the following figures. Now these are the figures. A, B, C, D, E, F are the figures. Label each figure differently. That means labeling means we are naming the angles. Okay. So let me name the angles with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. They are the angles. Okay. Now, we have labeled it. Next part. Name the pairs of supplementary angles. Now here, supplementary angles, remember, must be on a straight line. So pairs of supplementary, we are just wanting the pairs of it. So pairs of supplementary angles will be angle A and angle B. Now, K, L and M are also supplementary angles because they are on a straight line. But we are asked for pairs. Now this is 3 angles, so we are not naming them. Okay. Next one. Name the pairs of complementary angles. Complementary angles must be within 90 degrees. Right? So you're getting 2 pairs of complementary angles. That is, one will be angle G and angle H. The second one will be angle L and angle M. These two are also within 90 degrees. These two are within 90 degrees. So they are the complementary angles. Does any pair of supplementary angles include a pair of complementary angles? A pair of supplementary angles. Now, if I take the pair out here, your pair will be angle K and together you will get angle L plus M. Okay. L plus M is 90 degrees. K is also 90 degrees. So angle K and angle L plus M are supplementary angles. Now, does any pair of supplementary angles include a pair of complementary angles? You'll say yes. Angle K and angle L plus M includes the complementary angles, angle L and angle M. Okay. Name the figures which are neither supplementary nor complementary. What kind of angles are they? The figures that are neither supplementary nor complementary. Okay, we still have one more supplementary angle here. I forgot, I'm sorry. If I take this as 1, this as 2, the third one will be angle I and angle J. Okay, right. This is a supplementary angle. These are supplementary angles. These are supplementary angles. These are complementary angles. But these are not complementary angles because they do not form 90 degrees. Nor are these angles complementary angles because there's more than 90 degrees. So which are the figures? Figure number B and figure number C are neither supplementary nor complementary. What type of angles are they? They are adjacent angles. They are adjacent angles. Okay? Right. Now let's go on to the next question. Question number 5. Can a pair of supplementary angles be complementary? No. The reason? Supplementary angles sum is equal to 180 degrees. Complementary angles sum is equal to 90 degrees. So, a pair of supplementary cannot be complementary, nor a pair of complementary angles be supplementary. Are a pair of adjacent angles always supplementary? This also answer will be no. Now why? Because supplementary angles must be adjacent and on a straight line. They must be adjacent and on a straight line. Okay? That means the sum must be sum must be 180 degrees. Now, adjacent angles may be complementary or any other adjacent angles. Can a pair of supplementary angles form a linear pair? Yes. Supplementary angles form a linear pair because sum of a linear pair is equal to 180 degrees. Can the pair of complementary angles form a linear pair? No, since sum of complementary angles is 90 degrees. Linear pair is 180 degrees. Okay. Next question, that is question number 5, continued. Can the pair of angles forming a supplementary angles be equal to each other? Number A, yes, each angle will measure 90 degrees. Can a pair of complementary angles be equal to each other? That also, yes, each angle will be 45 degrees. Each angle will be of measure 45 degrees. Next, if one angle of a linear pair is obtuse, what type of angle is the other? The other angle will be an acute angle. If two angles are complementary, what can one of them be obtuse? Why? No obtuse angles measure more than 90 degrees. Complementary angles sum is 90 degrees. There's a difference. Two angles, when you add them, their sum is 90 degrees. Obtuse angles are always more than 90 degrees. So obtuse angles, complementary angles cannot have an obtuse angle. Identify the complementary and supplementary pair of angles. 47 plus 43 is 90, so they are complementary angles. 86 plus 4 is 90, so they are complementary. 86 degrees plus 94 degrees, they will be supplementary. The reason, both are acute, so complementary. Acute, obtuse, supplementary. Similarly here, obtuse, acute, supplementary. Add 120 plus 60, 180. Acute, obtuse, supplementary. Add 105 plus 75, 180. Obtuse, acute, supplementary. 150 plus 30, 180. 45, 45, complementary. Both are acute, sum is 90. 60, 30, both are acute, sum is 90, so they are complementary. Always check whether the angles are obtuse or acute. Next one. Give the complements of the following. So in this, complement will be subtracted from 90. Complement of 12 degrees is equal to 90 minus 12. That 90 minus 12 degrees, that is equal to 78 degrees. Complement of 79 degrees is 90 minus 79 degrees, which is equal to 11 degrees. Complement of 89 degrees is equal to 90 minus 89, which is equal to 1 degree. Complement of 45 degree is 90 minus 45, that is 45 degrees. Complement of 0 degrees is 90 minus 0, which is equal to 90 degrees. Complement of 90 degrees is 90 minus 90, that is 0 degrees. Complement of 25 degrees is 90 minus 25, that is equal to 65 degrees. Complement of 60 degree is 90 minus 60, which is equal to 30 degrees. Similarly, for supplementary angles. Supplement, we are going to subtract it from 180 degrees. So 180 minus 22 degrees is equal to 10 minus 2 is 8, 7 minus 2 is 5, so 158 degrees. Supplement of 122 degrees will be 180 minus 122, which is equal to 58 degrees. Supplement of 163 degrees will be 180 minus 163, that is equal to 17 degrees. Supplement of 45 degrees is 180 minus 45 degrees, that is equal to 135 degrees. Supplement of 180 degrees is 180 minus 180, which is equal to 0 degrees. You will write it one below the other. I don't have much space, so I've written it this way. Okay. Next question. Number 9, continuation. Supplement of 75 degree is 180 minus 75 degree, which is 105 degree. Supplement of 0 degree is 180 minus 0, which is 180 degrees. Supplement of 60 degree is 180 minus 60, that is 120 degree. If an angle is 4 times its supplement, how much does each of them measure? Let its supplement equal to x. So the angle is 4 times x, that is equal to 4x. Now, if they are supplementary angles, if you add x plus 4x, you should get 180 degree. We got the two angles. One angle is x and the other angle is 4x. So we are getting 5x is equal to 180 degree, or x is equal to 180 divided by 5, that is equal to 5 3s are 15, 5 6s are 30. Therefore, the angles are 36 degrees, and now 4 multiplied by 36. Okay, you multiply 4 with 36. 36 multiplied by 4. 6 4s are 24. 4 threes are 12 plus 2 is 14. Okay? (144 degrees). If an angle is 6 degrees less than twice its supplement, okay? Now when we take, let the angle equal to, let the supplement equal to x. Okay, here we are taking the supplement. Let the, not the angle, the supplement equal to x. Therefore, angle will be 6 less, that is done twice, 2x minus 6. Okay, so now we know that x plus 2x minus 6 is equal to 180 degrees. 3x is equal to 180 plus 6, that is 186. 3x is equal to 186. So x will be 186 divided by 3. So x is equal to 6 3s, 6 2s. So x is 62. Therefore, the angles are, one angle is 62 degrees, the other is 2 times x, that is 62 multiplied by 2, 2 2s 4, 6 2s 12, minus 6. So 8 1 1. So your other angle will be and 118 degrees. Now add these two, you will get 180 degrees. Okay, that is number 11. Now the last question, very quickly we will do it. Find the values of x, y and z in the following. Now you need to see what are the relationship. They are vertically opposite angles, but both x and z are not known. Vertically opposite angles, both x and y are not known. But x and x upon 2 are a linear pair. So we can take x and x upon 2 are a linear pair. Okay, so what do we know about linear pairs? They are supplementary. X upon 2, when we add these two, it is equal to 180 degrees. Now we have to remove 2, so you are going to multiply all terms with 2. So 2 multiplied by x will be 2x plus x, and 2 and 2 will cancel. You will get x here, which is equal to 2 multiplied by 180 degrees. Okay, so here we are getting 3x is equal to 2 multiplied by 180 degrees. X is equal to 2 multiplied by 180 upon 3. Therefore, x is equal to 3 1s are 3, 3 6s are 18. So 6 multiplied by 2 is 120 degrees. So here x is equal to 120 degrees. X upon 2 is equal to 120 upon 2, which is equal to 60 degrees. Y is equal to opposite of this, that is 60 degrees. Z is equal to opposite of x, that is 120 degrees. Okay. This one. X and this is given 90 degrees. this angle is vertically opposite 32 degrees, so this is 32 degrees. Now 90 degrees, 32 degrees and x form supplementary angles. They are supplementary angles. They are not a linear pair. Supplementary because they are on a straight line. Therefore, 90 plus 32 plus x is equal to 180 degrees. 90 plus 32 will give you 122 degrees. Plus x is equal to 180 degrees. X is equal to, remember children, we are using linear equation or simple equations here. We are taking the unknown and working it out exactly how you did in simple equations. Simple equations must be used, the knowledge of simple equation must be used in all types of sums where you are finding the unknown. So this will be 180 minus 122, bringing this side, which is equal to 58 degrees. Okay, therefore x is equal to 58 degrees. This one, 110 and 4x on a straight line. So 110 and 4x are a linear pair. Right? So what do we know about linear pairs? If you add them, it will be equal to 180 degrees. So now, using simple equation, 4x is equal to 180 minus 110. X is equal to 180 minus 110 will give you 70 degrees. Okay? 4x is equal to 70 degrees. X is equal to 70 degrees upon 4. 4 ones are 4, 3 remainder here. There is some mistake in the question here. It cannot be 4x. It should have been, because 110 you are getting it in a fraction anyway right now, because it's given out here. 7 4s are 28 and 2 upon 0.5 degree, which is not correct, because if you, okay, anyway, when we, x is equal to 17.5 degrees, okay? Therefore, you can write it as 17 and a half. X is equal to 17 and a half degrees. It doesn't matter, because when we are multiplying it, we are getting the answer in decimal or in a fraction. Right, I think this, we have one more sum. We'll complete that. And then that's it for today. Again, we are going to take a linear pair. X minus 10 and x plus 40 are a linear pair. Since the variables are same, we can use that. Now, what do we know about linear pairs? If you add them, it will be equal to 180 degrees. X plus x is 2x. 40 minus 10 is 30, is equal to 180 degrees. So 2x is equal to 180 minus 30 degrees. So 2x is equal to 150 degrees. X is equal to 150 degrees upon 2, which is equal to 75 degrees. Therefore, the value of x is equal to 75 degrees. Okay? If value of x is 75, then x minus 10 will be 75 degrees minus 10, which is 65 degrees. Therefore, z is equal to 65 degrees. X minus 10 is equal to z, or z is equal to x minus 10. Okay? Now, next is y is equal to x plus 40. What is y? What is x? X is 75. 75 plus 40 will give you 115 degrees. So therefore, x is equal to 75 degrees, y is equal to 115 degrees, and z is equal to 65 degrees. That will be your answers. That's all for today. I'll get back to you with more revision on lines and angles later on. Goodbye and have a nice time.